Welcome back to V8 Creative and part 61 of the Ultima RS build, and on this mega episode we drive the beast for the first time. Yes, welcome back to the Dean Den, and it's the episode you've all been waiting for. Yes, keep tuned because the footage over the next 20 or 30 minutes is going to just blow your mind. So keep tuned if you want to see a bit of this. Fuck me, Jesus Christ. And of course, a bit of this. And we mustn't forget a bit of this. Sorry. Boy, this is amazing. I just can't wait to the comments that are going to come back. Anyway, sit tight and just enjoy. And here she is, my beautiful RS, finished in flawless white gel coat, top spec carbon dripping off the bodywork, beautiful forged wheels, and I could go on and on and on. But for those of you who just want to see me ripping up some tarmac, shredding those rear tyres, well, I'm not going to do that because I'm running her in. But if you want to see the on-road footage, I'll put a timestamp up there so you can skip this bit of me just talking about this lovely car. But for those of you that have followed all 60 episodes, and I know you enjoy every single second of the content, I want to share what it's like installing yourself in this machine. What it's like to strap yourself in and basically be taken to Le Mans in a road-going supercar. Just amazing. Now, the eagle-eyed of you out there will notice I've registered her. So she's all road legal, and the reg I've put on, of course it's a V8 reg, but this car deserves nothing less. So without further ado, let's just jump in the beast and just enjoy. Right, now installing oneself in the beast is pretty straightforward. You just undo the harness and you pop back the shoulder straps to get them out of the way. Lap strap one side, lap strap the other, and then the crutch strap goes in between. I've got my Miami Vice shirt on. And you're in. And if we close the door, this just feels so amazing. I can't describe it. I love this car. Just sitting in it with a beer, not driving of course, but sitting in it with a beer in the evening, it's just amazing. So let me just get my shirt sorted out. Now, before I'm going to put on my full harness, what I need to do is ensure this is installed. Install before flight. This is the pit pin. And what this does is this is like a double safety feature to make sure that rear clamshell is bolted down firmly. And yeah, okay, I added the tag, but it looks pretty cool, doesn't it? Now, the full harness, crutch strap. That comes up, then we put the lap straps on, we plug it in the side, one, two, and then the shoulder straps. There's one, two, sorry if this is going to hit the microphone. So 1, 2. And there we go. Just straighten my shirt out, so I don't want to crease my linen, do I? And there we are. I am perfectly installed, and I feel as though I'm welded to the chassis. I feel at one. These seats are beautiful. They're like F1 seats, like formed to your body shape. So as regards headroom, I've got a good, probably 1.5 inches, 2 inches, and I'm 6'2", so I easily fit in the beast. My plates are meat. My feet are about 11.5, and they fit fine. If I was wearing wellies, that'd be a bit different, but I've just got deck shoes on, and there's loads of room down there. And what's really nice with right-hand drive cars is your left foot can just rest on the passenger footrest, basically, your clutch foot when you're not using it. So your hands fall onto the steering wheel beautifully. It's just lovely. You can stroke it all day. I'll switch around in a minute and you can see the front view. But here you can see gear stick. Visibility, let's talk about that. Now, being in the Ultima, and I've been fortunate enough to drive a lot of cars, a lot of supercars, there is nothing like this. The windscreen just wraps around you. The electrically adjusted wing mirrors just sit perfectly in vision, and I can see easily what's behind me. Not for long, because I'll leave them behind. Behind the firewall, we have that 6.2 litre V8 that's going to be trying leaping out the chassis when we... No, I won't get too excited. And probably the most dominant thing in this interior that just smells beautiful, it just smells of leather, is this beautiful roll cage. Now, clearly it's there for a reason, but it's been covered in a beautiful soft leather that's been double stitched to match the dashboard and also the seats. It's lovely. It's so comfortable. It really, really is. I've got my carbon fibre seals. I went for that option. Of course you need carbon fibre. And I've gone for the carbon fibre centre console. Of course, I'll give you a better look at that when I turn it around. And then the instruments, you have a choice when you build an Ultima. You can go for analog gauges or you can go for digital gauges. Now this is an analog car. So therefore, it's got to be analog gauges. So what we're talking about is a whole array of vehicle information that's just there at a glance of an eye. Wow. I love it in here. So what we're going to do now, I'm going to spin you around so you can appreciate what my view is right now. Well, welcome to the business end of the Ultima RS. And I must say, this view, you wait until I unleash her. It's like warp speed. Anyway, you can see my hands just drop perfectly on the steering wheel and the wrapped controls are just within easy reach. We have here headlight flash, we have the indicators left and right, we have windscreen wipers, windscreen washers, cooling fan for the front rads and also hazards. And you can probably see the warning lights directly behind the steering wheel. So up on the top bezel, we have rev counter, and then we also have speedometer with a top speed of 440 kilometers an hour or 280 miles an hour. Now, I don't think I'll be seeing those anytime soon. But interestingly, in the UK, our national speed limit on a dual carriageway is 70 miles an hour. So I'm basically operating down here most of the time. But when we're on track, we'll be nudging up here. Now, the rest of the gauges are just so well placed. This is just so functional. We have fuel gauge here. So this switch tells you how much fuel is in each tank. The tanks are linked, so you don't have to change them as you're driving, but this is just to tell you how much fuel you've got left. Here, this is a factory upgrade. This is oil temperature. It's always good to know how hot your lubricant is when all the cogs are immersed in that hot oil. Battery condition, and then here, either side of the steering wheel, we have probably the two most important gauges, water temp and oil pressure. Now, what you can't see from the angle that I've got you here is that these two gauges are perfectly viewed through these two gaps above my thumbs, inside the curvature of the steering wheel, and just to the right of the Raptor controls. They're just beautifully, beautifully placed. Over here we have switch gear for lights, and then down here, which I don't know if you can see, down here we have the ignition key, and of course it's a lovely stitched Ultima RS keyring with my chassis number on it. Of course we have a mobilizer, and then here is the electric adjustment for the wing mirrors. Now underneath here, what you can't see is the air conditioning controls. They're sort of hidden out the way so you don't look as though you're mamby-pamby. And then along here we have this light here, which comes on when we pop the cooling fans on the rad. And then in the middle here we have our engine start. Oh, just look at it. And when you put the ignition on, that lights up, and I'll show you that in a minute. Here we have two warning lights. What these do is these flash if the rear clamshell isn't locked down. And let's just try it. Yep. So there you are, you can see. These are the two showing that the rear clamshell isn't locked. And you can't miss that, can you? I mean, geez. Also, the little whir you heard there was the fuel pressure system getting up to pressure. Now, just to my left here, we have the gear shift. And it is just beautiful, this gear shift. It's very short movements, 6-speed, and it just clicks into gear effortlessly. And of course, remove before flight. I believe the Ferrari F40 used to come with that, but I thought it looked pretty cool. Now, the center console here, you can see it's carbon fiber. That's another upgrade to match the seals. And I must say, it just adds a beautiful touch to this interior. Yep, I went for carpets. Of course, the carpet set isn't very big, but it just makes it a bit easier to get in the car because you don't slide on the polished aluminium. And then down here, I'll give you a close-up. There's a little badge you can buy when you build the car, which shows your build number, which is the last 4 digits of your chassis number, and mine is 0116, and it says hand built in England by Nigel Dean, which I must say is a really, really nice touch. So, should we start her up? See what it sounds like? I'll probably blow the mic out, but there we go. So that's engine immobilizer disarmed, key in, ignition on. We can see the oil light and the charging lights on. Make sure she is in neutral, and let's go. Okay, right. Don't think, just do. Woohoo! Right, first drive. Wow. What a view. Take it easy. Pull in, wow. Oh, the steering is a delight. 5th, 6th, just taking her easy. I'm speechless. This machine was meant to go fast. Wow. Very supple on the suspension. I don't overtake. It's the first time out. I can't help myself. Only if it's clear. Me! Woo-hoo! Oh, calm down. Calm down. Jesus. What a machine.
Feels like a Batmobile.
Yep, we're right.
With this
It is.
rounded wind, you know.
So do you feel comfortable? Do you feel safe? I won't go fast, don't
Do
worry.
I feel safe? That's debatable.
Okay.
I've never had a strapping between the legs before.
There we go. Ooh. Right, got aircon on. Let's just keep you. Tell me if you're getting too cold or too hot.
Okay. Bloody hell.
There you go. Do you feel like you're in a racing car?
Yes, I do. I can see a tractor or something.
Yeah, I could get in front of the tractor maybe.
Whoa.
Sorry. You're right. Sorry about that. I had to get out.
That's great fun.
But it drives amazingly well. Really, really well. So here we go. You out. I'll get your shoes. What you do is you rotate it.
Oh.
Yeah,
Oh, cool.
Yeah, that's quick release because
That is cool.
if it's on fire,
yeah,
that's what you need. So I will come over and get your shoes.
Oh yeah. How about that?
Okay. It's great. And that's me keeping the
empty road, otherwise you would just catch everything.
Yeah.
Oh, got a red light now, we like these.
Jesus Christ! And that's 2,000 RPM limit. My God! Christ, I've never driven anything like this. Oh boy. You can't beat the V8, mate. Oh no, you can't beat the V8. Oh, it just punches you in the mouth. Yes, I'm afraid to say the episode is drawing to a close. It's great. I keep looking at the footage myself and just smiling because even though I was there, especially with the passengers, it is just amazing to see their reaction. And also, when I was driving the RS through the cities, several, one Salisbury, one Warminster, I was trying to capture the look from people that are just looking at the car as though it's a spaceship. Now, I'm going to put your fears at rest. A lot of you may be thinking this is the last episode of the V8 Creative Ultima RS build, but no. One of the big things is this car isn't run in yet. We've only done 370 miles. So another 130 miles, which I'll do pretty quickly. I'll give her an oil change and then we're going to send it. We're really going to see what this thing's going to do on full chat. I can't wait. It's going to be incredible. There'll be more footage of passengers, because I quite like doing that myself. And also, apart from seeing what she truly can do, I've got to set the suspension up. And also, I've got a handful of tiny upgrades, not much, just a few small additions to make the perfect a little bit more perfect, but nothing significant. But keep tuned because I think you're going to enjoy the footage. So really, I'm going to have a bit of rest now. I'm going to put my feet up, have a beer or two, and just celebrate this amazing, amazing journey. And funny enough, I've just had an email come in today from someone saying this series has inspired them to put a deposit down on an Ultima RS. And I know you're not the only one, Gary. I know there's a fair few others out there. So look forward to that journey because it is immense. And for me, in a way, I wish I was starting it again. But anyway, we're not going to go there. So, as I usually say, or as I always say, keep smiling, enjoy your spannering, and see you next time.